Annihilation of Caste by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Part 16. There is another objection to the continuance of these labels. All reform consists in a change in the notions, sentiments, and mental attitudes of the people towards men and things. It is common experience that certain names become associated with certain notions and sentiments which determine a person's attitude towards men and things. The names Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra are names which are associated with a definite and fixed notion in the mind of every Hindu. That notion is that of a hierarchy based on birth. So long as these names continue, Hindus will continue to think of the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra as hierarchical divisions of high and low based on birth and to act accordingly. The Hindu must be made to unlearn all this. But how can this happen if the old labels remain and continue to recall to his mind old notions? If new notions are to be inculcated in the minds of people, it is necessary to give them new names. To continue the old names is to make the reform futile. To allow this Chaturvarnya based on worth to be designated by such stinking labels as Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, indicative of social divisions based on birth, is a snare. To me, this Chaturvarnya, with its old labels, is utterly repellent, and my whole being rebels against it. But I do not wish to rest my objection to Chaturvarnya on mere grounds of sentiments. There are more solid grounds on which I rely for my opposition to it. A close examination of this ideal has convinced me that as a system of social organization, Chaturvarnya is impracticable, is harmful, and has turned out to be a miserable failure. From a practical point of view, the system of Chaturvarnya raises several difficulties which its protagonists do not seem to have taken into account. The principle underlying caste is fundamentally different from the principle underlying Chaturvarnya. Not only are they fundamentally different, but they are also fundamentally opposed. The former, Chaturvarnya, is based on worth. How are you going to compel people who have acquired a higher status based on birth without reference to their worth to vacate their status? How are you going to compel people to recognize the status due to a man in accordance with his worth who is occupying a lower status based on his birth? For this, you must first break up the caste system in order to be able to establish the Chaturvarnya system. How are you going to reduce the 4,000 castes based on birth to the 4 varnas based on worth? This is the first difficulty which the protagonist of Chaturvarnya must grapple with. There is a second difficulty which the protagonist of Chaturvarnya must grapple with if they wish to make the establishment of Chaturvarnya a success. Chaturvarnya presupposes that you can classify people into 4 definite classes. Is this possible? In this respect, the ideal of Chaturvarnya has, as you will see, a close affinity to the Platonic ideal. To Plato, men fell by nature into 3 classes. In some individuals, he believed, mere appetites dominated. He assigned them to the laboring and trading class. Others revealed to him that over and above appetites, they had a courageous disposition. He classed them as defenders in war and guardians of internal peace. Others showed a capacity to grasp the universal, the reason underlying things. He made them lawgivers of the people. The criticism to which Plato's Republic is subject is also the criticism which must apply to the system of Chaturvarnya, insofar as it proceeds upon the possibility of an accurate classification of men into 4 distinct classes. The chief criticism against Plato is that his idea of lumping individuals into a few sharply marked off classes is a very superficial view of man and his powers. Plato had no perception of the uniqueness of every individual, of his incommensurability with others, of each individual as forming a class of his own. He had no recognition of the infinite diversity of active tendencies and the combination of tendencies of which an individual is capable. To him, there were types of faculties or powers in the individual constitution.